This is Severe MMA. We're at Ice 18 with, I want to make sure I get the last name right. James is easy, but how would you pronounce it properly?
Go on, say it. Try it.
I'm going to take a look. Here we go. McErlean.
Yep, McErlean.
See, I wanted to go McErlean.
Yeah,
I was like killing myself.
Yeah.
Look, Darryl Golding is a 3-0 guy over here. There was a bit of buzz about him, and after 3 minutes and 20 seconds, you cut that buzz shot. Is that what you expected?
I knew it. I told everybody it's going to be first round stoppage. I knew in my head I was going for a first round, but I wasn't happy in my start. I was too flat-footed. I don't know if I folded under, so I didn't fold really, but the crowd behind him was all up on the feet, and I seen it. I don't know if that got to my head or what, but travelling all day and my head, it was just, I don't know if that day my alertness wasn't grand, but once he threw that front kick, next thing I knew I was in the fight, and that woke me up, and I knew as soon as I got on the ground, I knew it was my fight.
You know, it's funny because, there's some guy, Reese McKee was asking, he's been bugging me all night finding out about how this fight's gone. He's asked like last an hour ago, an hour before that. Why do you think you got such, there's a bit of buzz around you? I mean, everyone's been telling me to watch out for this guy coming over. Why do you think that is?
It's just, I'm always game to fight, always game, and I always put the hard work in. So if my team pushing me, and in my head I don't want to let them down, so I'm going there to be killed or get killed or be killed. So. Do
you think that some guys, especially over here, we might look at that record? It's a 3-0 guy straight away. Well, this guy's undefeated, but he's going with a guy with a couple of losses. Do you think people overlook a little bit about what you bring to the table?
If they do, they're stupid.
Well, not after today.
If they do, they're stupid. You put me in my back, I'm going to strike from the bottom. I'm going to keep going, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to get back on my feet. He goes, nobody's going to have fitness for me. He goes, I can go 3-5 rounds in my worst days. Because if I want to get back on my feet there with all, I would have. But he was pushing forward and forward. I just knew. I was trying the rubber guard to get the meat hook in, and I slipped out. I was like, right, he's going past it. We'll put him back in full guard. And then they put the arm, made a mistake, put the arm across, and the arm was mine. I spider webbed him, I took him over. But the referee, so he tapped. Referee sort of stood over, but I wasn't letting go. People may say I held on too long, but until the referee stops, and I'm not letting him go.
Yeah, fair.
So referee may not see him tapping. So you can't like then I was saying, oh, referee's fault. It wasn't referee's fault. I held it until the referee stopped, and I was saying, but.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Sometimes it's hard to sort of gauge where just how good the opponent was, how good you were on the night. Well, was it you at your best, or was it he at his? What's the combination there?
There's more to come for me, but I knew, exactly what he done. I knew he was going to do it. I knew, but I didn't get the circle. I stood in front of him, and he rocked me that big kick, pushed me, just landed and pushed me up against the cage, but once I got on the ground, but I tripped him, and I sort of fell. I lost the trip. I slipped out, and then he fell, and I just knew, right, I'm working elbows. I'm going to strike with my elbows. I'm going to make him. I heard him getting tireder and tireder, and he was getting looser and looser, and I just knew it was my game from there. I didn't want to get back on my feet.
Well, it was comprehensive. It was as comprehensive a sub as we've seen tonight.
Because I knew what I trained for him to do what he done.
What's next? What do you want? I mean, a bit of a break? Do you fancy getting in before the end of 2016?
Oh, I want big promotions, shows, whatever.
Yeah?
Cage Warriors, Bama, anything. Because Cage Warriors is the main target. I want on Cage Warriors.
Yeah, who interests you there? Who are you looking at? But, look, you wouldn't be interested if they didn't have a division there.
Look what Cage Warriors has done for fighters. It gets your name out there.
Yeah.
It's the best show at the minute, and I want to go, but anywhere. Any big promotions, I don't care. I'll fight anywhere.
Well, we know Cage Warriors are November 12th. That's probably a little soon.
It's probably too soon for it.
But we've heard unannounced. Unofficially, there's a December, maybe a March. So.
Well, this fight was only confirmed 2 weeks ago.
So you quite happily take him on a.
I talk that, but I always keep my weight comfortable that I'm going to make weight. If Cage Warriors come to me looking to fight in 2 weeks' time, I'll sit down with David Patterson. If he says aye, I'm going.
Well, I got to tell you, it's a frightening prospect if you're coming in with that confidence and that kind of technique.
I've no injuries. I've nothing in a minute. I go next week if he wants me to.
Well, November 12th, only 2 weeks away. BT Sports Studio.
Exactly.
Any pullouts?
UFC Fight Pass. Anything.
How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, David. They know David. So did he. So, but
In all seriousness, you're looking for the bigger promotions next. I mean, obviously, Bellator, the Bama Tour show December 16th. That's probably a much more realistic show. Is that something that you're going to make some noise about?
I don't care. Whatever it is, whatever big show gets my name out there, I'm happy with.
Whatever big show gets your name is a lucky big show.
Just whatever show it is, I'm happy to fight on. This is my first time ever traveling for a fight. This is my first time in the plane to fight away, fight abroad. And that's up this morning. We're up at 4:30. Then travelled to here all day till now. What, nearly 12 o'clock this fight. So it was
unbelievable.
But I needed it. What happens if a big show was looking at me to fight? And I didn't have them nerves. At least I know what I'm in for now. And I went into his home ground there and silenced everybody.
So, it was a hell of a performance, a hell of an armbar. We look forward to seeing you fight again. Again, there was a lot of noise coming in. We were told, yeah, I mean, from the Irish especially, you've got to keep an eye on this kid. You've got to keep. Welcome to the UK.
It's a pleasure.
That was sweet. I look forward to seeing you fight again.
I'll be back again.
Thank you ever so much.
Don't be surprised if it's by the end of the year. Thank you.
Cheers.